There's all the crews getting ready to head out to their jobs. There's my job. Okay, taking out the seat. I went down here at the bottom. I had to cut back some carpet to find that there are 4 bolts holding this. So I'm going to take out those bolts and see what happens. Okay, just so you know, these are bolt heads up here. And if we go out here above the LP, you can see the nuts are up here. They're 5/8. So if you're doing this for yourself, you need a 5/8 inch socket and a 5/8 inch open-end wrench. So I'm going to have the wife hold the nuts while I take out the bolts. Okay, all the bolts are out. Time to remove the chair. Can you hold the door? Alright, let me just pick it up. Be careful, it is quite heavy. And we'll just take it out of here. And it doesn't take you the door that way, let's go sideways. One chair down, 2 to go. Oh, on these, before you start taking the bolt off, make sure you disconnect the bolt to the seat belt. And once that's disconnected, go ahead and disconnect the seat. Now if you have electric seats, there is a wire running up through the pedestal, you want to disconnect that. These are all mechanical, I don't have to worry about that. Okay, next step is this table. It's pretty simple. There's only 4 screws right there on them brown tabs. And then the whole thing just pulls away from the wall. So we'll get that done right now. Okay, turned out to be 6 screws. Folded the table down, put the leg on the side. Now the whole thing just comes away from the wall. Ta-da! Done. Next up is the sofa. It looks like there are 4 bolts. Right, 1 on each corner. And this was 9/16. So we're going to pull that off and see what happens. Okay. Got both the nuts off on that side, front and back. Got both the nuts off here, front and back. Still have the seat belts back there, but I think I can just feed them through the back of the seat, and then maybe we can pull this thing out of here. Let's give it a try. Alright, we've lifted up the couch. The bolts stayed in the floor. All the nuts and washers are sitting up there on that little table. I've measured the sofa in all directions, and being that the door is only 2 foot wide and the sofa is almost 3 foot tall, we're going to lower it down into a jackknife, and then that way it's flat, set it on its side, and take it out the door that way. I'm not going to show you that because it's going to be all hands on deck, nobody to hold the camera. Next up, removing the dinette. Taking the cushions off, it looks like it's just screws around the bottom. We're going to check it out and pull the dinette. Okay, day 2. Yesterday we've got most of the furniture out. We got all that out. We got that out. We got this out. This was a booger. Screws everywhere, hidden. Today we've got to take out all these doors, all the drawer fronts, all the cabinet doors, and then start ripping up this floor. So I will update you in a few. Okay, quick note. I've gone ahead and taken off these cabinet doors, and they're all laying right here. But before I took off those two, but before I do these, I wanted to show you I'm replacing the handles and the hinges, so I don't care to keep those. But these little shock absorbers, I see no reason to replace them. So I'm going to be taking these off and saving them. So I have to keep all the screws and the hardware to this. And my wife, queen of organization, likes to use baggies. Like, there's all the screws that came out of the dinette. Here's all the screws that are going to be the shock absorbers. And there's other bags around here of bolts and nuts that we did for the chairs. So we're going to get all that taken care of. I'll get all these out. I'll save those. I'll strip the hinges and the handles off of these, and I don't care about saving those because I have all new hinges and handles in a silver color. But I just wanted to point that out before I took the rest of these doors off so you knew what I was doing. Thanks. Day 3. I forgot to video a lot yesterday, so let me just show you what we've done. I'm going to start back here in the bedroom and kind of look forward, give you the big picture. Taking out the linoleum in the bathroom. I have a soft spot right here, but I'm not sure that it's a problem. It looks like, if you can see this darker wood, they replaced this at one time, and I think they forgot to put a support in here. So I'll try to get underneath and see what I can add under there. Got the linoleum all pulled out. Got the carpet all pulled out. Doors are all stripped and ready to be painted. Got all the carpet pulled out of there. Those are the dinette benches. I just moved them over here while I was pulling the linoleum. Got that all stripped out there. Okay, so a quick lesson in how to use the wrong tool for the right job. This right here is a, well, let's do this so I can see what I'm doing. This right here is a floor scraper. See? Floor scraper. You use a floor scraper anytime you want to take up tile and I don't know, linoleum from concrete. This works well. This does not work well in a motorhome. So no floor scraper. This right here is a shovel that you use for ripping shingles off of a roof. If you look, it has a serrated front end, and it has this little lever on the back. Okay, and the reason that I use this in the motorhome is because right here, where you see this line, was where the linoleum ended and the carpet started, and there was a threshold here. With this, you lay it flat on that lever. See how it bounces up a little bit? You want to lay it flat, and then you push that underneath that thing, and you use it as a pry tool to pop up. You use that all along this floor, and that carpet comes up really easily. The reason you want to do that is they staple this carpet down, and when they staple it down, they use a lot of staples. Usually around the doorway, around any furniture pads, along the edges. They staple the heck out of it. It's almost like they get paid by the staple. If you just try to pull up the carpet, you're going to end up ripping the carpet. That causes a lot of dust. You kind of want to get it all out in one piece if possible. So I cut a line along the back side of the seats, and then I used this tool and just moved forward and rolled it up as I went, and I went all along the edges and rolled it up, and then I had to cut all around the stairwell because it wraps around that little piece of wood and goes down. I'll be taking that out too. And then up there, we just pulled it out piece by piece. Not a lot of dust and dirt created, except for up here, because up here we literally had to rip the carpet out. You can see how much dust and dirt that creates. The reason I'm telling you this is because most people will want to grab this floor scraper, and that really isn't going to do much good. But if you know somebody, or if you have one of these for roofing shingles, you can get the job done really fast. Onto the linoleum. If you can see on this floor, now I haven't scraped anything up, there's the old linoleum. And if you look right there, there's some white stuff right there. And over here, there's some white stuff right there, and some white stuff right there. Those are the only places they dollop the glue down. In motorhome manufacturing, they put the linoleum on before they put the walls on. So the linoleum goes from wall to wall, underneath cabinets, underneath walls, underneath everything. So the first thing you want to do is get you a knife, and I suggest a brand new blade. You can see I kind of chipped that blade up, but a brand new blade. And let me set this up.